Every time Jaime started the dough mixer, she followed procedure and secured the safety guard. But the boss saw this and completely lost his temper. He claimed this kind of time-wasting step would only hurt the store's productivity, so he stormed straight toward the mixer, right in front of all the employees. He shouted that if Jaime did not want the job, she should get out now. Those words left Jaime fighting back tears. She wanted nothing more than to quit on the spot. But then she remembered she still needed money for her mother's medical bills and her sister's tuition. So she swallowed the humiliation and kept working. After loading all the ingredients into the machine, she could not shake the feeling that something was not right. After all, if an accident happened, no one could afford the consequences. So for the sake of everyone's safety, she decisively took the lead and lowered the safety cover again. Unexpectedly, this action completely enraged the boss. He rushed over and lifted the safety cover himself, then grabbed a measuring cup from the table, planning to personally demonstrate what he called a fission operation. But his hand slipped, and the cup fell into the spinning mixer. In the very next instant, the boss actually reached in to grab it. The horrific scene in front of her left Jaime frozen in shock.
I'm at the Sykes Commercial Bakery on Centinela. There's been a horrible accident. Please hurry.
After receiving the alarm, firefighters rushed to the dessert shop without a second to spare. Even they were stunned by what they saw, never expecting anyone could make such a basic mistake. Although the boss was trapped in the mixer with his fate unknown. Luckily, right after the accident, an employee immediately hit the emergency stop, preventing the boss from suffering even more terrifying damage. At least his life was temporarily saved, even though he was still breathing. His entire upper body had been kneaded into the dough, which made the rescue far more difficult. But the firefighters quickly came up with a plan. They first supplied oxygen to keep him breathing, then injected anesthetic to reduce pain awareness. Once preparations were complete, they immediately began dismantling the machine. Under their skilled hands, the mixer was quickly split in half. Only then did everyone clearly see. One of the boss's arms was already bent beyond recognition, but thanks to the cushioning from the dough, it had not been completely shredded. The firefighters quickly performed emergency bandaging on the wound. Only then did they carefully remove the final safety barrier. The boss could be considered incredibly lucky. With the help of rescuers, he was no longer in immediate danger. But Jaime stood nearby, filled with regret, thinking that if she had been brave enough to point out his mistake, perhaps this tragedy would never have happened. But in the end, this was not her fault. It was the boss chasing efficiency and ignoring safety rules that led to this outcome. After this experience, he would surely remember the lesson and never take such reckless risks again.